Well, good morning. Welcome to today's Morning Moxie with Larisa. I just wanted to share with you a potential morning ritual. If you've done any kind of personal development, reading, studying, watching, you know that many successful people have a specific morning ritual to kickstart the day, keep them on track, help them be more disciplined, and really just put them in the zone for success. And I believe that's super helpful. And I know it's challenging with all the demands that we have, but I wanted to share with you a reminder about how to create or otherwise follow a morning routine. Um, and that's extra challenging for me because one of the things I learned recently is that if you know the leader head of Amazon, I think it's Tesla and some other names that they mentioned, get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm just thinking, ooh, that's early, especially for someone like me who happens to be a night owl. So I am not in the 4 o'clock or 4 a.m. riser stage yet, but I do think it's helpful to get up an hour earlier before your regular workday starts because, and when I say an hour early, I mean, yes, you get dressed, you make up your bed, you do things, so that's your prepare time. So I mean an hour before that. Because discipline just helps us be more successful in so many different ways. So here's my option, my suggestion, and it follows the word Kaizen. You may have heard me talk about that before. Kaizen is Japanese for continuous improvement. So if you take each letter of the word Kaizen, so get your pencil, I'll wait. Kaizen. Each one of those letters stands for one of your steps in your morning ritual. K for knowledge. You may have heard this, but if you read for 10 minutes a day, that can help you finish a book per month. And Americans are not reading. I say Americans, adults are not reading as much as they used to. Like, it's like everybody says, okay, I've graduated, I'm done, close the book, I don't ever have to read again. That's just not true. You do need to continue reading because you want to keep growing. Kaizen, K for knowledge. So read for at least 10 minutes, 30 minutes if you have extra time in your day, but 10 minutes a day that gets you through a book a month, 30 minutes a day that will get you through a book, I'm going to go with in a week, depending obviously on how long the book is, right? Read something inspiring, something insightful, something helpful. You've heard that affirmations can help imprint on your mind the positivity and the belief in yourself, and it helps remind yourself of your, I don't want to say remind you of yourself of your, I just want to suggest that affirmations can help you. Let's not go too deep in this video. So if you have found your affirmation for what you are working on to help you visualize and otherwise reinforce your vision, then repeat your affirmations, or a general one that suggests that there's one on relaxed melodies, and it says that I accept the opportunities that present themselves for today, and I release yesterday and all that came before. And that's one affirmation that just kind of helps you to unload any negativity and be open to positivity that comes your way. But I'm thinking that you might want to create one of your own for something that you are working on, something positive about yourself and your message, your platform. We're going to go with I for inspiration. So I talked about reading. So whether you read a devotional that kind of helps set your tone for the day, or using visualization to visualize the big picture, what it is that you're working on, the person that you are becoming. So when you can envision your grand new life in glowing color down to the smallest detail, that helps imprint it on your brain for greater success. So I'm thinking you might want to try I for inspiration. Now Z is the most obvious one. That is Z for Zen, as in meditation or deep breathing. So if you have not tried it, I'm recommending Relaxed Melodies. They have lots and lots of breathing exercises, meditations, and subliminal tones that can help relax and de-stress you. I use it really almost every night to help me fall asleep, just because my mind just keeps going and doesn't want to shut off, and I really like that, and so I highly recommend it, called Relax Melodies. They do have a free version. I paid for the paid version because obviously there's more features, and it's entirely worth it. So Z, meditate if you can for at least 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Again, this is your morning. You can't spend the whole morning meditating. I don't recommend, but at least 5 to 15 minutes to relax and get you settled for the day, or deep breathing exercises. That also helps. E, another obvious one, that's E for energize, as in exercise. Now, I don't let pain stop me. I tend to push through pain, but what I've started doing is getting up and stretching, because everything hurts. I don't know why. So I've started stretching in the mornings, and then I do really love to take a walk first thing in the morning. Generally speaking, when I go for a walk, I want to walk for at least 30 to 40 minutes, but again, this is before work, so maybe it's only 15 or 20 minutes, whatever time you have available, but make sure you get those body parts moving, because if you don't use it, you will lose it, and by lose it, I mean mobility. Walking, stretching, moving your body first thing in the morning is huge. And lastly, let's talk about N for nutrition, of course. So the thing about nutrition, you know how it is when you get busy and then sometimes you miss a meal, you miss your lunch, and then things, you got meetings, you got calls, and before you know it, you are hangry. That happens to me a lot. And I don't always have a healthy snack. Or sometimes I'm just too hungry to eat healthy, and I just want whatever I can get my hands on. So I'm offering a green smoothie recipe, and that is with kale. And if you can get Tuscan kale, because it is deeper, darker green, I do remove the stems, and I'll put the recipe in the description. But a kale smoothie, so it's kale, a few strawberries, banana. The recipe calls for almond butter, but I'm not really a fan, so I use protein powder and almond milk, and then there's just a little of this, a little of that. But I call it my kitchen sink smoothie because it gets all my supplements in there with the kale, and then I feel like I'm healthy for the day, no matter whatever else I eat, right? So one good thing is to have your kale smoothie in the morning. So it wasn't really as long as it seems, but if you use each letter to remind you of what you can do each morning for your morning routine, to help you get some focus, help you get some discipline, help you to start your day right. So let me know what your morning routine is. Leave a note in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.